When I worked in a law firm, we used to have common idioms among junior lawyers. Our main opponent is not prosecutor, but the senior lawyers. This is because the perspective between juniors and seniors are very much different. However, things change in court. Both juniors and seniors are passionately following the procedures in order to achieve the shared goal, defend the client against our main opponent, prosecutor. Likewise, the West Indies Yacht Club result is facing an internal challenges that need to be addressed in order to achieve a common goal, providing an exceptional customer experience. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are a management consultant team based in New York, and our name is Daniel, Patrick, Justin, and John. My team and I have been engaged by Jim Johnson, the general manager of WIYCR, to identify and address these management issues. Over the past few weeks, Patrick spent considerable time at the result, engaging with staff and observing operations. Today, we are here to present our findings and solutions that will enhance the condition of the result. The West Indies Yacht Club result is facing a number of challenges that need to be managed. The problems identified includes increasing number of expert managers turnover rate and rising tension among local staff and employees due to a culture conflict and increasing number of customer complaints. These challenges are not only affecting the attitude of the employee, but also the reputation of the result. To address these issues, we went through self-analysis on problems and developed a comprehensive set of solutions. Now Patrick will give further explanation on the problem analysis.
Thank you, Daniel. Here are some analyses my team have done. Before going into the specific of each problem, let's talk about the local situation of BVI. Local people from BVI tend to be very collective. They value the relationship built on trust and friendship. They are also community focused. Money and position are not a motivation to them if they need to take responsibility. Gaining acceptance by the local group is the only way to open up your employees. So let's start the problem analysis. What factor stresses out you manager so much? First factor we believe is the cultural collision between you and the local workers. Different cultural norms also affect you and the local workers' work ethic. And the difference in work ethic makes it harder for you managers to motivate your employees, leading to managerial failure of demotivated and underqualified workers. Second factor is the lack of communication between you and the Chicago headquarters. Recently, I have witnessed and received complaints about frustration from repeated disagreement with the Chicago headquarters. Second problem, the conflict between you and the local workers. As I previously mentioned, there are a lot of cultural differences between expatriates and locals. However, you managers who are in position to motivate your employees must find the most suitable management style for them. And in this case, it seems like autocratic management style is having side effects. Last, but the most important problem, the resort has been receiving 3 times more customer complaints recently. This is due to various reasons. For instance, your stress from internal problems, indifferent Chicago headquarters, demotivated local workers, and all the problems I have mentioned. To put this simple, we view this situation as a disastrous cycle of failed internal communication, leading to conflict between you and the workers. In result, decline in customer service quality and increased customer complaints. Now, how to solve the problem? Justin and John are here for the solution.
Thank you, Patrick. Good morning, everyone. This is Justin. Today I would like to discuss some possible solution for the WIYCR and the problems that they're going through right now. And the first idea we came out with is adding a new managerial position called a local manager. If you add a local manager, you will have to employ a new BVI local, and their main task on the workplace would be helping the local employees and working, and their main objective would be controlling and managing these local employees. Firstly, if you have a local manager, the locals are able to have a new communication channel which can solve their problems, concerns, and also their complaints that they used to have but couldn't solve by themselves. According to Patrick's analysis, their main motivation factor is not either money or position, but instead they value the relationship built on trust and friendship, which means by only having a person they can talk to can bring up tremendous change to their working efforts and working qualities and also their mentalities as well. Hence, we think it's good to have a person on their side to motivate, and based on the fact that they are more driven by the atmosphere of the workplace. However, if you only have this local manager only to be on their side, that would be a useless solution because we have more problems to solve, such as increasing tension between you and the locals. And by saying that, the person on this position should be unbiased and neutral to solve the problems in between the two groups. Again, as Patrick analyzed, your common complaint was the fact that the locals don't work at a level of your standard, and additionally, the customer complaints have been increased from 10% to 30%, which some proves that there are some problems with their working qualities and standard. Hence, we think there needs to be a person in between the two groups that can manage the tension without further conflict, and it seems pretty hard to do this without a local manager and to narrow down the gap of cultural gap and the opinion gap because you guys are already in an unstable relationship. Although it might take some time to solve this problem and see the change on the spot because it takes time for the new manager and the employees to blend in as a group. But in the long term, assuming that the local manager does a good job on managing and educating the locals in an understandable way, I believe there will be an improvement in your relationship and also the working qualities of the locals. Thank you, and now I will hand it over to John for further solutions. Thank you.
Thank you, Justin. Our second solution suggestion is to conduct a regular workshop. As Patrick has discussed, the tension between you and local staff has been rising over time, and that tension has been a great threat to WIYCR for a long time. Through the workshop, we expect for you and local staff to ease off the tension, get to know each other, and build teamwork. For the local staff, they can closely experience your motivation, your passion, and your enthusiasm towards WIYCR. As we have experienced from Kristen Singser, one of our expatriate managers, locals pay respect to those high energized, and high passionate people. And that's the side of us we want to show them through the workshop. We want to show them how motivated we are and how passionate we are and gain their respect. And for you, you can closely get information about local staffs on a personal level rather than just an employee or employer level. As you thrive and as you try to get accepted into the local community, it is essential to listen and understand their individual opinions. Encourage them as a team. Be their leader, not their boss. Communication is a key ingredient to build a great team. However, miscommunication between you and Chicago headquarters have been a great hassle, and many managers have shown their dissatisfaction. Even Kimball himself visited WIYCR less frequently and never visited during the peak season. This is where our third proposal comes in. We propose to have a quarterly meeting in WIYCR. Chicago headquarters, each section leaders fly out to WIYCR to have a meeting with you and local staff. During the meeting, you can show or demonstrate the problems to the Chicago headquarters, and Chicago headquarters can gain the information by experiencing and seeing the problems with their own eyes and change the business plans accordingly. It is widely known that face-to-face communication and showing is much better than telling. What we want to achieve through this quality meeting is we want to have better communication with Chicago headquarters, and we want to tell them the information that cannot be learned based off reading off a document. We believe through the quality meeting, the communication between you and Chicago headquarters will happen much more frequently and in more abundant ways. Daniel will now discuss the conclusion.
Thank you, John. I would like to finalize our presentation by first stating that the West Indies Yacht Club result has a potential to overcome the current situation and achieve further success. By adding a new position called locker manager, having a regular workshop, and scheduling quarterly meeting in the BBI, we could make more harmonious and efficient working environment. These changes will not only enhance the self-confidence of the employees in the West Indies Yacht Club result, but also the profitability of the result, which ultimately leading to a higher quality of the result management system. We are very confident that both with our measures and your effort, we could regain our name and provide an exceptional customer experience which will give prestigious experience to our customers all around the world in providing a more prestigious experience. I really appreciate your time and thank you for listening.